and Limestone up 4-0 already. Well as Coach Cato, and and the guys are doing a little bit of a celebration dance. There they go. I love to see that what we can do with the player cams nowadays. Hello. Thanks for tuning in to our Rocket League match this evening. We are about to get underway here. The game is just about to start. And this evening, we only have one team playing, and that's going to be our gold roster, one of our junior varsity teams. And it's, this team, I believe, is they're kind of trying to work their way into the playoffs right now. So this is week 8 of the NECC. So we really are on the tail end of the regular season for a lot of our teams. And, thankfully, a lot of our varsity teams are really pushing into playoffs, and they're really kind of they're going to take playoffs in stride, and they're coming in as high seeds. The JV rosters, though, are oftentimes going to be coming in a little bit lower. So these matches are really important for them to kind of lock down and really perform in to ensure that their playoffs are successful and that they have a good shot and good matchups and a good schedule. to kind of play through. So this evening, we're going to be up against the University of Alabama in Huntsville Black. So I believe this is also one of their junior varsity rosters. And University of Alabama in Huntsville is a school that we've actually got a lot of experience playing against. Let me go ahead and make sure that our score is cleared away and that we are on the correct side, and we are. And yeah, we played against this school a couple times in Rocket League and Valorant, and it's just a fairly evenly matched programs overall. So this team, Rocket League Gold, has been playing together pretty much the entirety of the semester. Not many roster changes to speak of. Though Tyrai originally wasn't listed as a starter, coming in though as a sub towards the beginning of the semester, or coming in as a starter after being listed as a sub. So we can already see Boopy going up in the air. This man has been improving left and right all semester long. His aerial play has vastly improved, and Tyler's aggression, Tyrai's aggression, has been a staple of this team as well. So the combination of Tyler, or Tyrai, Boopy, and Garrett has been phenomenal, with Garrett able to find a connection with the ball in the midfield after Boopy knocks it down for him. And, just great teamwork there. Really, really phenomenal performance so far. That's the kind of goal that you really want to see on the side of Limestone this early on. Boopy neutralizing the kickoff. Tyler going up to hit the ball off the wall, and UAH is going to be able to center the ball on the field and take a shot, but Garrett is there to block it. I guess it's probably easier for me just to call all these guys by their first names. Boopy goes for a rebound shot, not quite able to make it. Tyler does the same, and the ball goes wide. And Limestone's resetting their tempo here. Boopy, though, trying to make a connection. The ball is centered for Garrett. He's going to get a shot, but it's blocked out by the UAH player. Boopy's up in the air, not quite able to get a second touch onto the ball, however. And once again, the defense for UAH has been phenomenal, only allowing one goal despite many, many shots so far. Garrett battling it out for the ball, and it's centered. Tyler, though, up in the air. And we'll have to see if anything resolves out of this UAH offense. It doesn't look like anything. In fact, they're going to get left in the dust, and Garrett's going to have all the time in the world to float with the ball down the midfield and find a second point for Limestone. Advantage Limestone. Not quite halfway through this first match, though. Kickoff goes the way of Limestone, thanks to Garrett's effort. No one's quite there to be able to secure any kind of goal off of that, however. Garrett kicking the ball up onto the wall. He's there to meet with it. And Boopy looking to battle it out in the corner for control. He's going to try to center it up for Tyler, but Tyler gets bopped out of the way, and he's not quite able to get anything out of it. Garrett taking first contact. You have to imagine that Tyler or Boopy are going to be next, but the ball gets ricocheted back towards the side of Limestone. Tyler's there, and he centers the ball, and it's just another goal. Wow. That was a shot all the way from midfield in midair, and, that's kind of crazy that we were able to get that kind of angle on it. And 2 minutes and 20 seconds remain. 3-0 in favor of Limestone. And the ball immediately gets tossed into the goal of UAH. Some really, really fast play coming out here. The ball immediately gets kicked off the wall from the kickoff, and Boopy's just there to herald it through and to guide it through, and it's just such a clean follow-through there. Kickoff once again going to the side of Limestone. The UH player missing the ball in the sky. It's going to be centered. Garrett not quite able to deal the final blow, though. Tyler fighting it out with two UH players in the corner. Looks like he's going to finally get beaten out, and Garrett's going to try to win the fight in the air. He's in the corner. Boopy comes to save him, though. And the ball is once again cornered on the UAH side. UAH is able to get a good clear, though. Tyler there to meet them. The ball is being volleyed right now. Finds itself once again in the corner. Tyler always fighting with a man disadvantage, but it doesn't matter. As soon as the ball leaves the UAH corner, Garrett is there to meet it, and he finds a really, really great touch, and he just, once again, slides with the ball all the way through the goal. You know, he's not really made many long shots. He's just always there with the ball to see it through, and Garrett there coming to make the heroic save. And the ball dangerously close to the Limestone goal. Comes off the goalpost. Not quite able to go in there for the side of UAH. Garrett playing defense, trying to set it up for his teammates. Tyler and Brian both have momentum here. Ball is cornered. Not in a dangerous position for UAH. They're just trying to get a good clear, and they find it. It's now in the corner of Limestone, and we're trying to look for a clear here. Not quite able to find it, though. This is an opportunity for UAH, or at the very least it was, but it was turned around for the side of Limestone, and Boopy finds the 6th goal of this first match. This is probably the most dominant look we've seen from the gold roster all semester long. .52 seconds remaining, 6-0 in favor of Limestone. Garrett once again with the ball. Early after the kickoff, Limestone has just had so much of offensive pressure. Garrett toying with the ball. He's trying to go for a 1v3 goal. Tyler there to bounce it off the wall. You got to imagine Boopy's coming up next, but he's getting bounced away from the ball. It is getting up close and personal. Tyler there just barely able to save the ball and or to save the goal, and it's been a fairly dominant performance, as I said, and nothing has gone through for the side of the UAH offense, and everything has gone through, seemingly, for the side of the Limestone offense. The ball is dangerously close, once again, to the UAH goal, but it's probably going to be killed out here before it finds its way in, and winner to Limestone there. That is match 1, and this is a reminder that this is a best of 5. So match 1 going to Limestone. Another 2 need to be won for Limestone to walk away with the win against UAH Black. And you can just see the stats here. Phenomenal phenomenal shooting options for Limestone, especially coming out from Garrett. I mean, there's just so many shot attempts on goal. You can just easily tell where the ball proximity on the field has been, and it's been favorable for Limestone. They've just always had so much pressure with it, and that's really, really hard for a defense to swallow when you're constantly on the back foot trying to prevent disaster. Kickoff once again going the way of Limestone. Tyler finding a favorable connection. Boopy able to center the ball up, but not quite in a favorable angle. Tyler gonna bounce it off the wall. It's ricocheted and almost an own goal there from UAH. Dangerously close. Garrett playing really offensive. The Limestone procession here has been to constantly ricochet the ball off. It is just constant pressure, not necessarily organized pressure in these first 30 seconds, but constant nonetheless. The ball gets tossed up way in the air, and the UAH defense is successful in defending any sort of goal, but they're not quite able to find enough air to really threaten an offensive attempt here. The ball narrowly not going in there by the hand of Tyler. And finally, the UAH players have found a breakaway and a goal of their own. And that's what you get for the side of Limestone when you have an offense as brutally fast as they've had. It's not necessarily been the most cooperative offense in this second game. It's almost kind of like they've been a little cocky after that first match, and that's something that you have to prevent. But Boopy is flying with the ball through the air, passing one defender, and if he can continue making moves like that and putting up a performance like that, you have to expect that this game is just going to get increasingly hard for the side of UAH, seeing as those kind of mechanics are not something that you really see in the Navigators division all that often. The ball dangerously close to the UAH goal. It's falling down, and Boopy's there to tap it, but it doesn't quite go in. There's two defenders there to block it out. Advantage for UAH in this second match, up 1 goal, but down so many shot attempts. Garrett's with the ball, and there's the defender once again. The ball, though, it is still so close, and finally a clear comes through for the UAH team. The ball is centered, but nothing's going to be made of it. Boopy is all alone down the field. The ball is cornered. He's going to try to center it. Not quite able to find it, though. Garrett is up in the air with the ball, looking for a bounce off the wall. Not quite able to find any kind of two-touch. Demolitions starting to come out. Demolitions are always seemingly more present in Rocket League matches as the matches progress. You almost never see them in the first game, as the teams always play a little bit more reserved, I feel like. Limestone definitely struggling to find the goals that they were finding in the first match. It seems that the defensive operations of the UAH team has increased phenomenally since that first match. You know, and that's something to advise to a lot of teams. You know, if you are slipping in the first match of a long best of 5, you know, don't sweat it. You cannot overinvest yourself into an already lost game. And it seems like the UH players have kind of taken that in stride, and they are looking completely different and so much stronger than they were in the first game. Boopy up in the air, not quite able to find a good angle on it, though. Tyler missing his opportunity. Garrett also taking a swing with a miss. Tyler's up in the air, finding a good clear, but Ches from UAH is there to bounce it back. Garrett's going to try to take the ball off the wall, and it is just so relentless from the side of UAH. They aren't letting anything slide in this second game. They're up 2-0 with only a minute on the clock, and Limestone has not found anything. Kickoff once again goes the way of Limestone. Almost every kickoff in this series so far has been favorable for Limestone. The center there for Tyler, not capitalized on. Boopy trying to do the same, but the ball gets deflected away. Tyler having an opportunity to center the ball for his team. It's going to get bounced off the back wall. And 2 players are up. Garrett is there. And Tyler, no! Oh my God. So close, but so far away. The players from Limestone were locked and loaded for that goal, just not quite able to see it through. A little bit of counter synergy there coming out from our players. Tyler battling it out in the corner, but only 10 seconds remain. This match is probably going to go the side of UAH. But just when you think it's all over, Brian finds one more goal for Limestone, and it is not unheard of to see teams score with only 6 seconds on the clock. Limestone has a narrow opportunity here. Let's see if they can capitalize. The ball is dangerously close to towards the UAH goal. It is centered, but not quite close enough. UAH Black able to find themselves even in this best of 5, and we now come down by default to a best of 3. Who can win the next 2 games? that will decide the winner. Go ahead and take a look at the nearly blacked out player cams. The team is playing in my office, actually. We had ordered some new PCs, and they were finally able to get set up much later this semester than we had planned. So the room itself is kind of scuffed, but, you know, newer equipment, better performance, and that's kind of why we can't see them here. Alright, sorry there for a minute. I am needing to work. Looks like one of our captain didn't clear with the other team that we were broadcasting this match. So I'm making sure that this is all set up. All right. And we are back. Okay. And looks like in this series so far, we've seen both teams find themselves with a point on the board. And these guys have looked really, really even thus far in this series. Now, I will say that Limestone has had a much more impactful presence offensively. They've had a lot more shots on goal this series, and not a lot of them have gone in, but it still matters. It still matters when you have offensive attempts, because a percentage of those have to work to some degree. And Limestone, again, able to win the kickoff, and so much forward pressure is just continuing, more reminiscent of the first game that we saw. All right, and Tyler able to find a goal there for Limestone. Sorry, kind of got a little sidetracked trying to figure out the just really making sure that the broadcast is approved by the other team. You know, we can't let anything slide here. All right. Limestone up 3-0 so far in the third game in this best of 5. It is looking really, really good for them, with Garrett walking the ball out of the corner and into the goal. (4-0) for Limestone. 3 minutes remaining. Kickoff is neutral, the most neutral we've seen it so far, but Boopy is there, and he's trying to walk the ball into the goal, but he finds himself off to the top left corner. Not quite able to get a strong angle there on the aerial. But still, the offense persists, and Garrett is there to kill the ball from being launched back towards the side of Limestone. but it is still a volley that we see here. Both teams not quite able to get too much control over the ball, and somewhat of a double commit there from the side of Limestone, not quite able to stay in position, losing a lot of pressure and giving UAH an opportunity here now to play offense. Garrett is there to toss the ball to Boopy. Limestone is once again in a comfortable position with the ball in the UAH corner. Tyler battling it out, but UH gets a clear of their own. We'll see if Garrett can stop it, but he can't quite do it. Boopy has to take a shot now, all the way from downtown. That's 5 points. Five goals. Apologies. 2 minutes remain, and the kickoff goes the way of Limestone, courtesy of Boopy, of Brian. Tyler is up in the air, not quite able to make anything happen. And the ball is now centered into the midfield. Boopy's off the wall with it. He is alone with the ball. He's going to try to establish something for a teammate of his. He's up in the air. It's going to get dropped in the midfield, and the defenders are there to block it out. Tyler battling it out on the side, and we are getting somewhat of a volley here, but Boopy is all alone, not quite. From out of nowhere, the UAH defenders return to their posts and deny a score or another goal attempt there from Limestone. But Garrett centers the ball up beautifully midair, and Limestone is there to be able to attack really, really efficiently with not one, but two players in the air. Holy cow, indeed. Demolition's starting to come out here. Tyler finds himself alone in the midfield, not quite able to get another point on the board. Ball is sent off to the UAH corner. The Limestone offensive pressure is still so commanding. Only 10 seconds remain, and you have to think that this next match is going to be going the way of Limestone. All right. All right, and we are cleared. And looks like we are having some kind of weird issue with the cameras, but it's okay. We got it fixed. And now we can get back into game here with Limestone up now. Two matches in this best of 5. Boopy once again on the victorious kickoff, finds himself up with the ball near the goal of UAH. And it is a really, really competitive first 30 seconds here that we're seeing. The ball does get amazingly cleared there from UAH, just narrowly cleared out of the way by Tyler. Tyler's up in the air, trying to take the ball out of the danger zone for his team. Garrett is there, running around super fast, able to find a strong connection there. Boopy gets caught with a negative amount of pressure there. Has to play a little catch back. And Limestone, we'll see if they can make anything of this shot attempt here. Garrett once again with another shot attempt on the scoreboard, but nothing comes of it. And this is a trend that we're seeing a lot, win or lose, from the side of Limestone. So the ball comes so close to the opposing goal so many times, and you know, in this case it went in, but it doesn't always. and that's something that we need to be talking about just as a team tactically to, you know, develop and to improve, because ultimately that is the goal with this roster being in the capacity of a junior varsity setting. We're here to improve, we're here to learn. And I mean, so much improvement from these guys has come out, so many shot attempts, and they're so close to being so great. Tyler up on the wall with the ball, is able to pinch it off really, really quickly. Garrett getting a nice little clear there. Ball is sitting midfield. The 50 goes the way of UAH. And no real significant contact on the ball has been made in the last 30 seconds. But just when I say that, UAH finds an opportunity. Mr. Ches, the man himself, taking the ball all the way down from his side of the field, finds a, you know, he finds a goal. If my teammates can't do it, I'm gonna do it. That's what he's saying. He's gonna do it all on his own. Garrett up in the air, almost had a goal opportunity there once again, and Tyler able to bypass two defenders, and is able to take the ball into the goal. Really, really clean offense there. Able to see the ball all the way through from the great setup there from Garrett. You know, and we've seen that a lot this series. Garrett has been phenomenal coming with the ball off the wall, putting it in a scoreable position for his teammates, and that's why we're having so many shot attempts. And Boopy dropping the ball off the top rope just perfectly for Garrett to come in and finish the deal. The kickoff goes the way of Limestone, and Limestone finds another goal. It is 4-1 now for the side of Limestone, nearly halfway through. And if Limestone can hold on to this lead, they're gonna be victorious in this match this evening. Ball is in the UAH corner. It's going to get dropped down. Boopy has an opportunity. Doesn't quite see it through, though. Garrett is going to be battling it out in the Limestone corner. A rare position for the ball in this series so far. Boopy there playing up close and personal. And I believe we've seen a Rule 1 come through for two players here. Maybe we didn't. I'm not quite sure. Oh, yep, there it is, off in the background. And meanwhile, maybe potentially because of the Rule 1, UAH finds an opportunity in the 2 versus 2. This is one of those unbreakable rules in Rocket League, where if you come in contact with another player head on, and you're both gunning it, you know, your cars don't move because you're equals, but you just got to stay there. You can't break it. UAH trying to find take some offensive pressure of their own. Boopy's up in the air to launch it towards their corner, though. And this is not where you want to see the ball if you're on the side of UAH. Tyler, though, gets beat out and has to wrap back around. Boopy, though, nearly able to set up the ball. Garrett takes a shot. It's blocked out. Tyler's turn now. It also gets blocked out. Tyler, once again, taking another swing. Not quite able to put it in, though. Some phenomenal defense here from the side of UAH. And the ball is going to be scored. This is the closest game in this best of 5 that we've seen so far. And it's just an open field nearly there for UAH to play in. You know, maybe Limestone has been on offense so much this game that their defense is just a little rusty. And they're going to be missing some of these opportunities to defend the goals that they really should be defending. Ches, though, finding a really quick clear on the ball. It gets ricocheted off by Boopy. It's also now centered, and the shot attempt from Tyler not quite able to connect. Boopy moving really, really quickly with the ball here. Ches getting a nice shot onto the ball, trying to once again clear it out. Ches has been a standout player for the side of UAH in this series. Will it be enough to find at least an overtime, though? We'll see. Garrett taking a shot, not quite able to get it in, though. And Mike, UAH player, is trying to walk the ball down. It does get shot back. 20 seconds remain. 1 point, no 2 point advantage for Limestone. Tyler finds a second. Garrett is able to walk up in the air like a staircase, dropping the ball down perfectly for Tyler to tap it in. Kickoff goes the way of UAH, but Garrett is there to turn the tables. Not quite able to have any sort of follow-up, though. Tyler's going to get a really nice shot out of nowhere, seemingly. You know, he is there almost all alone. Like, I guess the UH players just didn't have the boost in the system to be able to block it out, or they were just not quite in position, and the ball kind of just slow rolls into the goal there. And 3 point difference with only 8 seconds remaining. It appears that Limestone will be victorious, especially with a neutral kickoff here. So much time is ticking down as the ball falls down to the ground. 1 second remaining. And GG. Limestone is now victorious. And I've got people in the chat saying that holding Rule 1 is kind of cringe. You know, maybe you should learn how to play Rocket League. I'll teach you a thing or two. Anyway, good game to the side of UAH and to our Rocket League Gold team. This will be the only game that we have this evening. The other teams either have a rescheduled match or they have a match that is going to be so late in the evening that we won't be broadcasting it. So, you know, good luck to those teams. Hopefully that, you know, they can perform just like Gold did here and set themselves up for a really strong attempt in the NECC playoffs that are coming up in the next few weeks. So look forward to that. We've got Valorant Monday. So hopefully they will also have a successful venture there. So thank you for watching. I've enjoyed casting and running the stream tonight. So we'll see you later. Adios.
It's like...
Look to the camera and kind of just talk like you were talking to.
What?
Answer the first question. This is just a test. In one word, what's your favorite part of esports?
Just the competition, competitiveness. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Get some fantastic healing over LSM, not done. Fasano back in the fray now, and Limestone have huge advantages. Every champion was once a challenger, and it looks like your 5 seed, Limestone Esports, toppling the Giants, the 2 seed Trent, and they are going to be your emergent Middies champion.
When we beat them, let's just say I think I went numb. Like that stage feeling of like you're shaking, you're numb. Like that was probably the best esports experience I've had, and especially to do it with this team, that same team I get to play with now.
I mean, just being able to talk with each other and feeding off the energy that we give each other as a team, making passing plays, teamwork, it's all for the good cause of winning.
Woo! Let's go Saints!